all of a sudden, Caroline is the podcast host and the writer. So I'm publishing books, and this is what I always wanted. When I was um yeah, I when I was how old was I? Let's say nine or 10 years old, for example. I had this tape recorder and I recorded everything in my life. Welcome to Inspired Choice today. I'm your host, Caroline Biesalski, here to bring you authentic stories, surprising lessons, and powerful takeaways to fuel your journey in business and life. In each episode, I'll take you from one inspiring guest to the next, blending their experiences with my expertise to uncover practical strategies you can use right away. Whether you're starting out or stepping up, stay tuned for insights and actionable tips that make a difference. And stick around until the end for a special freebie just for our listeners. Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. Today I am really inspired. And this happens twice a year. Why is it so? Because of my upcoming birthday. So tomorrow, 9th of January, is my birthday. And I made myself a wish or a gift, yes, so to say. What is my wish for my birthday? It is loving and seeing and recognizing, observing the success of my book, The Inspired Choice Chronicles. Chronicles of Transformation Beyond Imagination. And this is a great guide about how to create your own podcast. And first of all, when we talk about inspired choices, you have the choice. If you have this burning desire inside you, like I had hidden for 17 years between 2007 and 2023 to start my own podcast, and then I did it. So when you have this desire, I encourage you, just get my book. It has a special offer price for the next 1 or 2 weeks, not sure. You can get the book on Amazon as a paperback or, of course, as the Kindle version. And this is very easy to download. Then you can read it in the app. Yes. And I love that you follow this podcast, Inspired Choice Today. This is your favorite podcast to get inspired every day, because now I publish 2 episodes per day. And the idea is still the same as in the beginning. It was my first intuition. And, we have to act on our intuitions or our ideas that we receive when we are in a really good frequency. Then we have to act on it and we are guided. So my first idea was to have one solo episode and one interview um, every day. Yes. And now I implemented this. I'm not so much in that rhythm. So I'm behind with recording my solo episodes. And sometimes I have an interview guest that is really inspiring. Like, for example, yesterday it was Zulma Williams, and she was so inspiring that I said, I want you as my birthday episode in 2025. And so I published this episode. You will see this. It will be the next one, or it will be one of the next episodes. And you will be inspired by her journey and what she's been through. And with it's all about attitude. So I would say I can also call this podcast the Inspired Attitude or something, or mental attitude, because it's all about attitude. And first of all, the attitude you have towards yourself. This is a famous quote. And yeah, and today is a really good day. So I wanted to share this with you, because when I published the Inspired Chronicles, then it was available as paperback. You could order your print copy, and it started on 10th of December. And then I had to wait because I have a publisher here, and they do the ebook implementation for me. So the Amazon Kindle version, but also on 6,000 other online stores worldwide. So it is so much more than just when you use KDP, for example, and then you have to choose the categories as well. You can choose up to 3 categories. So this would be another topic about how to publish your book with I know it's not pronounced book, right? It's book, because I'm training my English now with this beautiful bold voice app I came across on TikTok. But you know what? You understand me, and you are a loyal listener to the Inspired Choice podcast. And you know, when I had a meeting last weekend with my mom and I presented the book, the physical book to her, and thanks for meeting me. It was a great um meeting we had. If you are listening to this, mom, thank you so much for inspiring me and encouraging me as well to pursue my dreams and never give up. So I wanted to say, she said something like the inspired voice, and then I had the idea, oh yes, why did I not call it the inspired voice? It's also really on point what this podcast is about. So I wanted to talk about my birthday and getting older, so to say. So age is just a number, right? And I decided, because it's a decision as well, to make this the best year I ever had. 2025. And when I listen to this episode 1 year from now, then I look back and I will see what I accomplished, and I will need a telescope to look back. You know what? All that I learned the last 3 years, it's un or incomparable to what was in the years before, because I was sleeping. I was not awake. I was not conscious about that I have a choice and that I can choose the people I surround myself with, the self development, what I want to learn next, to tap into my intuition, for example, to choose what I want to do next. So, like, also when I had this calling to create the accounting company was not wrong. It served its purpose, and now it's done, and I'm a podcast host. All of a sudden, Caroline is the podcast host and a writer. So I'm publishing books, and this is what I always wanted. When I was um yeah, I when I was how old was I? Let's say nine or 10 years old, for example. I had this tape recorder, and I recorded everything in my life. So like people are doing this now with their mobile phones, and they are documenting their lives, what they eat, what they wear, what they buy, whom they meet with, and I did this like 35 years ago. I did this already. And my mom, and when you are listening to this, hi mom, she was a little bit annoyed by my behavior, because also when we had guests for dinner or lunch, for example, I recorded it, and I made a fun of it. So I was always playing the clown or the joker. I don't know if it's not the word. I made jokes because I knew it is on tape, right? So I was acting already, and I had so much fun. And then I don't know why it was gone. Maybe it was when school. So in school, it I had a hard time at school, and but I had my, and this is what I learned. I always had my goal in mind to finish school, to have this A level, and then I wanted to study psychology. But I didn't do this in the first place. So I because I thought it was not possible. So I was too. I gave up when it was time to choose studies. What do I study? Then I gave up on my dreams to study psychology, and I chose economics instead, because I had this other side in me, and I dissected this because someone asked me yesterday, I think. Who was it? Someone asked me, oh, it was today in a TikTok live, because I'm live every day 5:30 a.m. Central European time. I'm live at TikTok, so you can catch me. It's called Inspired Choice, but maybe I will change it also. change the name. I love changing names, it's like you change your name, doesn't matter, and the people you attract are the same. They are like you, so they also like to change their names. And if they don't like, so they can see in me that I take advantage of my choices. So I exercise, or what's the word? I apply my choices, my right to choose. And this is very important also. And I want to encourage you. And it is a new year. You have birthday too. So what is your birthday wish? What is your goal for 2025? And I wanted to say, someone asked me, like, what made you tap into the feminine side? Maybe sometimes we don't need an explanation. It's the right time, and then you just do it. And I don't like, so I came across this concept today. It said a fewer words or something. It says, because our words and thoughts manifest. So that means everything you think and everything you say out loud is manifesting. These are frequencies, and they have a vibration, and the vibration has a ripple effect, or is creating ripples through the universe. And then you create something without knowing. So most of the people, 99% of the population, is manifesting unconsciously. So they are not choosing their thoughts and their words. So I will take care more of this aspect in my new year of living, my new year. And I encourage you also. So if you want the change, then you have to change, and you have to make a decision for yourself that this is what you want, and you can do this. Of course, I believe in you. So I think we need less explanations, because the version of you, the best version of you, doesn't need an explanation. And this is your version. This is your true self. Every other version of you is a fake version. It's not you. It's something. It's you mask yourself. You put on a mask, and you don't show your true self. Why? Because you have bad experiences in the past. People were telling you you are not okay the way you are, and you believed, you bought into that. You bought that. So they were selling you bad thoughts, their paradigms, and you bought into that, and now you are running around with that belief. And we can change beliefs and habits, by the way. So I'm here live. I changed some every time I change something in my life, I do something differently as my paradigm would do it. I get highly rewarded. I get highly rewarded by the universe, because my results are different than before. Yes, this is my birthday episode, and I know it will be published one day before my birthday. So it's a little bit confusing, but it's my last day at the age of 48. And now I released it. I don't have a problem with my age. I love myself. I learned how to love myself. This is the greatest love of all. We know this. There are songs about that. Whitney Houston, and I think George Benson. Was it? Yeah, it was George Benson. I don't have to question my memory. It's always there. Oh my goodness, now the food is ready, and I see you in the next episode. Thank you. And if you can, look it up, Inspired Choice Chronicles, Volume 1, and do me a favor, not Christmas gift, a birthday gift, and get your copy today. That helps me tremendously to move forward with my work, what I do. Okay, see you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to Inspired Choice today. I'm thrilled to have you on this journey of growth and transformation. Don't forget to hit follow or subscribe to stay connected and never miss an episode. And here's something special. Grab your free 20-minute breakthrough session with me. It's designed to help you kickstart or level up your business. Just check out the show notes for more. Until next time, keep making those inspired choices, and see you in the next episode.